EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors.
And we are underway from FedEx Field. Danny Johnson returning.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
But it'll be second down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Now Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's second and 10.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, right at the 40.
Hey, chill. Hey, 5-0.
Fitzpatrick. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Throwing Fitzpatrick.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. Flush to his right. He completes this to Russell Gage. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd down, Davis. It's a 1st down and more for Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 35-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Oh, he fakes a spike. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Brandon Copeland. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Fitzpatrick now. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch twist. 54, mark, 54. Check, watch 54, watch 54. We ain't giving up nothing to right there.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Caleb Wilson there to make the grab. And Washington has taken the lead.
Now it's a beautiful ball right.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They begin with a run by Davis, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down. Left.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, chill. Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Watch twist. Left.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And he's brought down. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now it's Ryan. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Patterson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fitzpatrick. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Patterson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. Room to run inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson, 52 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Get off the field.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They give it off here to the tight end. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, right back to Gibson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
No. 52 and 56, 52 and 56.
Fitzpatrick to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's a handoff to Barber. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. A little jet sweep to start the drive. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's airing it out for Williams, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. Play action. It's Goff. Rolling to his right. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Perriman, 42 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan flushed out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 26 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down and 4. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Goff on first down. Flush to his right. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, 63 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. He's got Perriman, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Allison. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. They'll roll him out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, they'll set up the screen with Davis. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson into the secondary past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run with Patterson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Ryan. Completes it to Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry for Davis. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. There's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, a give to Davis. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His